and welcome to my channel. This is the first vlog, or at least I hope it's going to be the first vlog, and I think I've already said that about 6 times, also I've been recording little snippets of myself. So I'm just about to have a cup of tea, write a shopping list and go do my caring job at my grandma's house. I'm going to take you along for the ride with me. We've had snow the last couple of days, so that's really cool. The kids are ridiculously excited. School being really mean, not letting them play out. I mean, I know health and safety, but I'm pretty sure when I was a child that we were allowed to play out in the snow at school as long as no one threw ice at each other. That's the thing, but apparently they're not allowed to play out in it anymore. So no doubt we will be playing out in the snow when the kids get out of school, if it's still there and it hasn't been rained on. I mean, we are in England, so we will do that. But first point of call is to have a hot cup of tea and go visit my grandma, make sure she is up and fed and well taken care of, so that she can spend the rest of the day doing whatever she's doing, which would probably be either reading a book or watching TV, knowing her. So yeah, come along with me for that ride. I'm going to apologise now for any dodgy camera angles or dodgy lighting. I'm still working out this whole setup, so it could be that some of the images are really dark. The sound should be okay because I invested in a cute little microphone that goes with this setup, so I'm hoping that's gonna be good on the sound front. But as far as lighting's concerned, I'm just going to be, most of the filming will be done in the house or on the run, so I might need to use the light at some point, but right now, and I might change my mind when I see the footage back, but the lighting doesn't seem too bad in here, or at least at the moment, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm so pleased to have you with me, and I'm so pleased to be actually starting this channel. So come along with me and we will do the day. Hi, I am currently waiting for the car to warm up. Just wearing all my warm weather stuff. Cute little taxi hat. It's like Daxon's. My riding jacket. I am not a rider, but it is ridiculously handy because it's so long. It covers my bum, my thighs, and nearly my calves. So yeah, this is the situation at the moment, and this is just snow from this morning. So we're going to let the car warm up ever so slightly. Ooh, that might be a good position to film from actually. We will see. We will get everything warmed up. I don't particularly like scraping the car, but I will if I have to. I've got some random bits of paper inside. I don't have a scraper still, so that might be a thing that I need to add to my shopping list actually. A scraper. So we'll let that get warm. And then we'll be off. Grandma's first, then shopping. Hello.
moment turns into mistakes. And it hurts when I think about it, but I wouldn't change it now. Every fall, every fight, every end led me right to where I am. I was lost, I was sure I was wrong. I was burdened just to belong. Yeah, it cut, yeah, it left a scar.
Good morning.
Different name, lying on my phone, different kind of quiet, coming home. Less fireworks, more steady flame, still feels wild when you say my name. Every heartbreak taught me this, what I lose and
Hello, I'm back from my shopping trip. I didn't buy this. This was a leftover Christmas thing. Please don't hit me. Random champagne in the background. So, I thought I'd show you what I have picked up. It was a kind of a bit of a bits and bobs shop / top up because we do use HelloFresh or Gusto sometimes as well. So meals aren't really an issue too much, but I'll show you what we've got here. I just picked up some cleaning stuff for the windows, dishwasher tablets because I'm completely all out, both lots of milk because, yeah, I live in a house with kids, so we go through it. Dog sticks for the dog, fish fingers for my son, who will only eat fish fingers, and a very barky dog. Sorry about that. So, dog sticks, fish fingers, salami, some pre-cooked and flavoured chicken for quick lunches, in the spirit of eating healthier / more like a grown-up. I bought these plant protein bagels. I've never tried those before, so I'm kind of hoping they're going to be nice with some soup that I got later. I got some toilet wipes, because again, house with kids. Different toothpastes, some new toothbrush heads, and new microfibers, because I had to throw a load of mine out just after Christmas. Salted butter, because apparently Tesco's don't do their own salted butter in our local shop. I got some of that gorgeous Greek yogurt, which is like literally the best Greek yogurt ever. Got some yogurts for the kids for lunches. Now this, I was watching a documentary thing on YouTube the other day, and apparently this brand is supposed to be more Cadbury's than Cadbury's is currently. You know, they've changed a lot of the ingredients in Cadbury's and it's just not very nice chocolate anymore. So I'm kind of hoping that that's the replacement for Cadbury's. I don't eat a lot of chocolate, but it's nice to have it, and when you're craving it, it's just not the same anymore. So Sorrins for my husband and Monster for my husband. That's his one vice, and I buy them all the time just because he's addicted to them. I've got eggs and some cereal just as an emergency backup. We don't normally have cereal for breakfast, but it's there if we need it. Got some standard stuff, taco things, and some fajita seasoning as a tea option for in the week. Some air freshener, a couple of tinned bits, emergency custard as Rob calls it, orange segments because the kids love them, and spaghetti rings because they just go as a good side for certain meals that the kids choose to have. Orange juice. I've bought jam tarts for a little change. Ewan, my son, absolutely loves a Bakewell tarts. I'm kind of hoping he'll love jam tarts too. Got some Caesar dressing for salads that I'm going to do. Kitchen roll, a couple of packs of these because the kids have recently realised that they do like them. Some more hot chocolate because we were totally out. I've picked up this spiced chai latte as well. I like a chai latte, but I'm not sure how I feel about it in a tin. I like to have them when I go out, so I will try it and we'll see how it goes. Got some ginger to make some ginger tonic with. Peppers, potatoes, a couple of options for crisp for lunch boxes. Little easy peeler oranges, strawberries, salads, avocado, apples, cucumbers and tomatoes. Leftover Christmas cake there in the background, and a pack of dice, obviously, not bought from the supermarket, but obviously essential in this house. And some rather lovely champagne, which we did not have over Christmas. Please excuse the mess. because we're still working on the post-apocalyptic Christmas clear-up. So I'm going to put everything away, and then I think it's about lunchtime. One of the things I wanted to do this year was get back to writing a lot more. So in order to do that, I have bought myself a blank journal, which I'm going to attempt writing daily, or at least every other day, at least weekly, not too much pressure there. And the other one that I've got is this little evergreen journal by Lydia Millen, but this is an actual prompted journal. I've never used one before, but the questions are really cute, so I think I'm going to really enjoy filling those out weekly. So that's going to be something on my weekly to-do list alongside this one. Sorry, everything's very green. Can you tell it's my favourite colour? So this one's going to be my daily diary, if you like. I used to write all the time in a diary, but this one's going to be a prompted journal, which could be interesting. Because like I said, never done a prompted journal before, but the questions do look good, so I'm going to give that one a go. I'm going to give myself a reading challenge, and the first book I am reading this year is Little Women. Now this is a particularly huge copy. This is something that Rob got me for Christmas, and it's so pretty. It's so pretty. The illustrations on the front, like the little decorative edging, is beautiful. It's got the gold inlay on the spine, and it's got gilded gold pages. It's just an absolutely stunning book. Even just the back of it is beautiful as well. And we do collect books. I know when we intend to move house, I want more space so that I can get a huge load of shelves and books in whatever room we choose to put it in. But anyway, yeah, Little Women is the first read of the year, or kind of like the second-ish read of the year, because I'm currently reading one called The Tarot Reader of Versailles by Anya Bergman, and the book's fantastic, but it's taking me a long time to get through. There's lots of French names and French places, and it's just a very complex story. So I'm hoping to get through this one at the same time, because I'm halfway through The Tarot Reader of Versailles, but I am tempted to switch to audiobook 4, the Anya Bergman book that I'm reading. But this one, I have never actually read Little Women, which is shocking, I know, and I've never watched any of the adaptations either. So the plan is to read Little Women, watch all the adaptations, but the same with Wuthering Heights, because I know that's due to come out in the cinema soon. Is it February? End of January, beginning of February, Wuthering Heights comes out, and I've actually got Wuthering Heights on my list of books to read too, so hopefully that will be the second read of the year. But it'll keep me busy for a while as far as reading is concerned, which is quite nice. Last year, I can't remember how many books I read last year, I didn't count, but it weren't anywhere near 50, so I'm giving myself 50 as a goal this year, and we'll just see how it goes. But if you've got any recommendations for books, I'm taking on board. I don't really have a specific genre that I go for. I don't normally go for historical fiction, but saying that, I have read Hamnet recently, which was beautiful, and also I'm really enjoying this Anya Bergman Tarot Reader of Versailles, but it's set back in the time of Marie Antoinette. So again, that is quite a historical fiction. Again, it just takes me a lot longer to get through, and for some reason history's never been my strong point. Not that I don't find some of it interesting, but it just takes me a while to get to grips with it. I like a thriller, like a murder mystery. Any recommendations for books, please leave me all the answers below. That'll be amazing. Good morning. Here on vlog day number 2, and I have got both children with me this morning because school is closed. So this is Delilah and Ewan. These are my babies. And we are going to have a very... What kind of day are we going to have?
Grandma.
A grandma day, a cozy grandma day. We're going to have a... Oh, there's Nancy. We're going to have a cozy grandma day. So we're going to go do our jobs first, aren't we, guys?
Yeah.
And then we're going to go pick some things up from the shops.
Yeah.
And then we are going to come home and... What are we going to do when we get home?
We've got to do some of the learning that they sent
We've
us.
got to do some online learning because apparently
That's even but my hair.
we can't have a closed school day without doing any learning. So we're going to do some learning and
Thankfully, my tablet does not have any battery.
actually Daddy put it on charge last night.
Seriously.
So we're going to do the homeschooling today, whatever they send, maybe.
And it's not a school day today.
It's not a school day, is it? And Ewan's ridiculously excited about that. So we are going to go ahead and do our jobs, aren't we?
Yeah.
And we will see where today takes us. I've just got back from Grandma's house, and she was surprisingly sprightly this morning, which was nice. We had a cuppa and a coffee and a bit of a chat about kids and what's going on at school for them, and after the not snow day yesterday, because she's seen them, and yeah, the usual chaos. So now we are going to outside ourselves, get rid of the boots and the coat, scarf and that kind of thing, and I'm going to go upstairs and clear from the top of the house to the bottom of the house, hopefully with a little bit of decluttering here and there, and with some luck maybe getting my house back in some kind of order after Christmas, because I've attempted to do that every day so far and something has happened where I haven't got as much done as I would like to have done. Hi again. We are now in the kitchen and I'm about to sow some seeds. We're going to do the ones that I am going to keep inside for a long time today. So I'm actually using a garden planner from last year, which I totally forgot that I had last year. I was bought it for Christmas in 2024 and it was supposed to plan my garden for 2025, but I totally forgot this thing existed. So we are using it this year. So some of the dates are a bit sketchy. So if it says 2025, please ignore it. I have tried to change it, as you can see, to a 6. I have planted some broad beans and some sweet peas, and they are currently outside in a little tented greenhouse thing, you know, one of the little plastic ones. So I'm hoping that they're going to get a good start, but with it being so cold, it might be a slow start, which is fine, because you can plant them all the way up till, I don't know, March, April, some of these things anyway. I really want tomatoes and chilies this year, like really want tomatoes and chilies, and they're something I'll keep at home rather than taking to the allotment, I think, and just so I can see them every single day. I'm really conscious that I want to have good tomatoes this year. So the first ones I am going to sow are tomato black moon, which is an F1. So I'm writing the label first. So I've got tomato black moon. There we go. And that's going to go in one side. And the other side is going to have some tomato brandywine pinks in. I'm going to start by putting compost in here. I've got a huge bag down by the side of me. I'm just going to fill that up. I'm just using regular potting mix as well, nothing particularly special. I'm going to give the soil a little bit of a water first. Ta-da! I will write a second label for the other tomatoes. I've found this pen as well. recently because pens are a big thing. They always go missing in this house. But garden pens, I have not found a pen yet that writes on a garden label, that doesn't fade in the sun, and I can still see what it says in 6 weeks' time when it's been weathered. So I'm hoping that this is the one, but it's just a Stedler one, but it's specifically for the garden. I don't know if you can see that on there. But I'm really hoping this is the pen. So that's my first little box, and it's actually going to live on the table, but I'm going to clear, when I'm finished, I'm going to clear all the rest of the table off. So for my peppers, I've already mentioned the lemon drops, so I've got some hot chilies called lemon drop, which should be like a bright yellow in colour. But I've also got these ones called candy canes, and even though they look like a chili, they're actually a pepper. So yeah, I'm really excited to find these. These ones are called candy canes, but they're stripy, so they're like a dark burgundy and a bright red, which is lovely, but to me that says they're going to be a hot one, and they're not, apparently they're not, so we'll just have to see how they go. I haven't had any luck with peppers, I think, in all the time I've been growing veg and things, either in my garden or at the allotment. I've had one pepper from the pepper plant that I've planted, so my intention is to keep the peppers and the tomatoes here at the house / in the garden when it's time to get them outside. For our broccoli, we have got purple sprouting. Now, funny story about this, I did plant some a couple of years ago and the plants looked incredible, but it got to like January, March time, February, March time, and these plants, they looked gorgeous. They were just, the leaves, the foliage were just beautiful. Everything about these plants screamed healthy plant. But I'm like, it hasn't given me any broccoli. So in a destructive moment, I literally dug the entire thing up and threw it out, not realising that you don't necessarily pick this until like April, May time the following year. So this year, I am not going to be pulling up the plant until we have had some broccoli on it. And I'm going to do 6 of each again, because I'm hoping I can put these ones at the allotment. And I'm going to try companion planting this year. So I really need to look into things that can grow together or that are beneficial to grow close to each other. I think it'll just be a better use of the space because my allotment plot isn't huge. It's kind of a half plot. I mean, I pay enough for it. Thank you, Bradford Council. But it's a half plot. And if I'm planning this right, and if I do the right amount of work, I could get so much food out of that allotment, like so much growing space, but it has to be, it's going to have to be planned right. So yeah, I'm going to look into companion planting and we'll see what we can put with broccoli, what we can put with everything. I also really want carrots this year, but I think I'm going to grow my carrots in a tub, and that probably sounds really weird. because why not in the ground? But the problem with the ground where I am, it's very heavy and clay-like soil, which isn't too bad for most things, but carrots like really fine and almost sandy soil. And if it isn't sandy soil, you end up getting either really short dumpy carrots, which is what I had last year, like ridiculously short dumpy carrots, like not even a finger length of a carrot. So short dumpy carrots, and sometimes they'll split off into all different shapes, which is when you get the really weird looking ones, which there's nothing wrong with that, but it's really ridiculously hard to peel something that has got like 6 different legs to it when it's not supposed to have that. So I might do carrots in a separate container with part sand in the soil composition.
Stay, 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 stay. Final was right. I wouldn't take it back if I tried. Every tear, every wasted night, all the love I lost back then. Sorry, I'm so old this now. I was young, I was wrecked, I was scared, but I made it all the way. Yeah, it took its time, took its life.
Now, I'm not entirely sure that parsnips will like going in containers such as these, but saying that, I have never had much luck with parsnip germination. I planted parsnips 5 years ago in my garden, and once a year I get one parsnip, and that's happened for the last 3 years. It's just been a random parsnip. Like, I know I can go into my garden now and there is just one singular parsnip growing, and I put those seeds in about 5 years ago, so literally I have had no luck with parsnips germinating on time in this particular garden. So do I attempt to make a little pot of parsnips, even though I am fully aware that they prefer to be in the soil? Do I try and start them off here where I can control the growing situation a little better? Or do I throw them in the allotment as soon as the frost has cleared? I am unsure. We'll do some leeks anyway. So like I'm feeling a bit more used to, feeling a little bit more used to talking to the camera and kind of not flapping about it too much. I'm not going to tell you I'm good at it, but it's bothering me less because I've been sat here waffling on for God knows how long. But editing is hanging over me like a black cloud because I've never used editing on videos. I have edited photographs, so I'm hoping it's not too dissimilar. But again, it's going to depend on whether I've got the right lighting in the videos. And I have recently switched, so the resolution's possibly going to be all over in this video. The first few clips were not filmed in 4K. These last ones, maybe since yesterday or midday Tuesday, when I actually realised that you needed to shoot it in certain resolution, it's been changed to 4K, so there might be some little clips that are not as good as others. So we will see how that turns out as well. Oh, we're learning a lot this year. So these leeks are called Below Zero. Ooh, now we've got a choice. Do we plant spinach in this module, or do we go for parsnips? I think we're going to do spinach in here. Ooh. No, sorry, change my mind again. We're going to do a little bit of pak choy and we're going to do a little bit of spinach. We are going to save the parsnips and put them in the outside propagator greenhouse thing. I think that might be the best option, because then at least the parsnips are getting the cold that they like, because parsnips do like cold. So I'll quickly sow the rest of these seeds. And then I'm going to attempt to sign off. Oh my goodness, it's been going for an hour. That's going to be a lot of editing, I'm sure. Oh, I've been sat talking to myself for an hour. Wow, okay, maybe I can fill a vlog. Ooh, I've never actually planted spinach seeds, so I am going to do a couple of seeds in each. Ooh, 2 in there. Yeah, that'll do. I can't even remember ever planting spinach before. Something I buy very occasionally, but I don't use it probably as much as I should, but it's ridiculously good for you, so we're going to give it a go. Anyway, now that I have made an utter mess, I'm going to attempt to sign off, and even more surprisingly, I'm going to attempt to find some editing software. This is going to be like the most incoherent first vlog video ever, because I've spoken about so many random things and it is literally all over the place, and it's literally taken me 4 days to film this. Hopefully I'll get better. Way. Right, I'm going. Bye-bye. Right, attempting to sign off. Now I have made a complete and utter mess of my kitchen table, as you can see behind me. I'm going to go clear that up. I'm also going to make some lunch and get on with life and try edit. So thank you if you have tuned in for my first ever vlog. Thank you for being here. Please stick with me. I hope it gets better. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. I'll get obviously used to trying to stay on topic a little bit better, and maybe making myself a list of things to do rather than trying to remember everything, because that's when I go off on a tangent. But thank you, and I hope to see you very soon if this video ever gets posted and edited. So bye my loves.